Hello, in this video tutorial I show you how you enter doors, how to change the properties in the door dialog and how you change the door color or the texture. We start with the interior doors. In the first step we switch off the grid and deselect the line width. Now we select Building, Door and Free Positioning. To select our door, we press the right mouse button in the 2D view and select Properties. Now we are in the door dialog and here we can choose our door. For the inner doors, we select, for example, the door 2001. Here we can take a look on our door in 3D. When we press the left mouse button, we can turn the door and we can tilt the door. Now we enter a width of 0.90 meters for our door, a height of 2.01 meters, and the sill height stays the same. In the right area you can select a frame for your door. You can choose between block frame and enclosure trim. We create the door without a frame, but later in another step I show you how you can add a frame to your door. To close the dialog, we press OK. Now we enter the doors. We create the first door in this area with a distance of 10 centimeters from the left wall. To change our reference point, we press Ctrl and W at the same time. That's the correct reference point. With this reference point we define our door in a distance of 10 centimeters from the left wall. Therefore, we press the right mouse button, select Constructional Support and point with distance from. The distance is from this point in this direction 0.1 meters. Our first door is defined. Our second door is in this area. We change the opening direction into this direction. Now we press again Ctrl and W. We place this reference point in a distance of 10 centimeters to the right wall. Therefore, we press, for example, the shortcut A. From this point, in this direction, a distance of 0.1 meters. After it, press OK. Now we enter the other doors. The next door should be in this area and the opening direction should be to the inside. Therefore, we move our cursor a little bit to the left side. That's the correct opening direction. Now we press Ctrl and W to change the reference point. That's the correct point. After it, we press the shortcut A for point with distance from. Our reference point is this point in this direction with a distance of 1.15 meters. After it, we press OK. The next door is in this area. That's the correct opening direction. We press again Ctrl and W, and after it we press the shortcut A. The distance is from this point in this direction 0.1 meter. The next door is in this area. That's the opening direction. We press again Ctrl and W. That's the correct reference point. We press A. From this point in this direction 0.1 meters. The next door we place in this area. We press Ctrl and W to change the reference point. The blue point should have a distance of 10 centimeters to the left wall. We press, for example, the right mouse button, select constructional support and point with distance from. From this point into this direction 0.1 meters. Here we also have a door. The opening direction is to the outside. We press again Ctrl and W to change the reference point. The reference point should have a distance of 10 centimeters to the upper wall. We press again the right mouse button, constructional support, point with distance from. From this point into this direction 0.1 meters. Press OK. Now all doors are defined. In the next step we select the correct opening hinge for our doors. Therefore we press 2 or 3 times the escape key to get into the selection mode. After it we select the door. If you select the floor and not the door, stay with your cursor at the door and press again the left mouse button. Now the door is selected and we press the right mouse button. We select Change Opening Hinge. Here we also change the opening hinge. Right mouse button, Change Opening Hinge. Here the same. Change Opening Hinge. And here we also change the opening hinge. Now all doors have the correct opening hinge. In the next step we define the correct position of the door inside the wall. As we can see, the door is positioned in the middle of the wall. We select the door, press the right mouse button and select Properties. We select Opening. Here we can change the deep. Our wall has a wall thickness of 25 centimeters. Therefore we enter 0.25 meters. We press OK. Now we can see that our door moved back compared to the other doors. The door is now correct positioned in the wall. We select the next door. The next one. The 3 next doors, this door and this door, are built in a wall with a wall thickness of 10 centimeters. Now we control the deep of the door, therefore we press the right mouse button and select Properties. Select Opening. Here we can see that the standard deep of the door is already 0.10 meters. That means the door is already correct defined. Now we define the textures. We want to change the door color to a slightly shiny white. To display all our doors in white, we only have to change the current texture. Therefore, we select 3D functions, edit material, and we select the material of our door. We select the color white. We enter a reflection to our door. And we change the diffuse portion for a monochrome colored door to 100%. After it, press OK. Now we transfer the defined texture to the other areas of the door and after it to the other doors. Therefore, we select 3D functions, transfer material, and we select the white texture. Now we transfer the texture here, here, to this door, here, here. Now we transferred all textures. We press Escape to get out of the target selection mode, and we select View, Show All. We can see that all our doors are white now. In the next step, we show you the different setup options in the door dialog. Therefore, we select a wall, press the right mouse button and select Properties. For example, we want to create now for this door a block frame or an enclosure trim. We select the enclosure trim. The facing width is 8 cm. For the facing thickness we enter 2 cm and the embrasure thickness is 2 cm. Here we can change the color. We select 3D view. For the diffuse portion we enter 100%. We press OK. OK. Now we have created an enclosure trim for our door. The same thing we do with this door. We press the right mouse button and select Properties. Enclosure trim. In this case, we transfer the texture from the door to the enclosure trim. We select 3D functions and transfer texture. We press 2 or 3 times the escape key to get back into the selection mode. And now we also select for the other doors an enclosure trim. Instead of selecting the door and pressing the right mouse button, we can also select the door and make a double mouse click on it. Like here. Now all enclosure trims are correctly defined. Now we transfer the texture. We select 3D functions and transfer texture. We select the source material and we transfer it to this enclosure trim, to this one, and to this one. Now we press 2 or 3 times the escape key to get back into the selection mode. Select View and Show All. Here you can take a look at the finished plot. You can also define the door frame before you enter the door. When you enter a door, after you defined it, the frame will be added automatically. In the end, we enter an exterior door. Therefore, we select Building, Door, Free Positioning. We press the right mouse button and select Properties. We select an exterior door. Therefore, we click on Front Doors. And we choose the door number 6. We define the hinges, for example on the left. For the width we enter 1.50 meters and for the height we enter 2.10 meters. After that we press OK. Now we enter our front door. The opening direction should be to the inside. And we want to position the door centered. Therefore, we press the right mouse button, select Constructional Support and Center Point. We enter our door centered between this point and between this point. Now our front door is positioned, we only have to choose the correct texture for it. Therefore, we select a texture out of the texture catalog. We select Catalog, Textures, Colors. We select, for example, a monochrome color. Before we select our final texture, we press 2 or 3 times the escape key to get back into the selection mode. We turn the door in the right direction and we zoom into the plot. Now we drag the texture with the left mouse button on the door. Now we added a gray texture to our door. In the next step we adjust the intensity of the texture. We select 3D functions, Edit Material. We select the texture. For the color, we select white. The color Uni001_004 is already correct defined. For the diffuse portion, we enter 100%. After it, press OK. Finally, we want to add a door radius to the upper windows. Therefore, we select 2D and Layout, 2D Guidelines, Guideline, Vertical Guideline. The windows are 2 meters wide. We need the half. In this direction, 1 meter. And here, for the radius, a parallel guideline with a distance of 1 meter. Now we select arch, center, radius, 1 point. That's the center point. That's the first point of the radius. That's the second. Center point, first point of the radius, second point. Center point, first point of the radius, second point. Center point, first point of the radius, second point. We select line between 2 points, first point, second point, first point, second point, first point, second point. We deactivate the guidelines, and now we can see the full construction of our manually entered door radius. Thanks for watching. For more tutorials, visit our website cadvilla.com.